Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Venting Room. Uncut, unfiltered, unapologetic. I'm your host, the Venting Room Vixen, and this is a space created for honesty, release, and real conversation. But before we dive in, ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you that this session is for educational and entertainment purposes only. The views expressed are personal opinions based on lived experiences. This content is not intended to provide legal, medical, psychological, or therapeutic advice. Listener discretion is advised. Let's dive right in. Our topic for today is breadcrumbing. Let's call it what it is. I'm sure that most of you know what I'm talking about now, but you're not necessarily sure that it's called breadcrumbing. Let me give you examples. When someone gives you just enough attention so you don't walk away. Another example is when people text you good morning and then they ghost you. You hear crickets for the rest of the day and the evening. They disappear because out of sight, out of mind. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is called breadcrumbing. And if this sounds all too familiar, this is exactly what you've experienced at one point or another. Now, don't get confused by this, because the person who's breadcrumbing you, they're not confused at all. What they do is control through inconsistency. That's what they do. It's all intentional. It's all intentional. Because they're doing it to keep you hooked on them, waiting for the next text, waiting for the next call, the call or text that never comes. You could wait for days, sometimes weeks, sometimes, let's admit it, sometimes it doesn't take that long for them to call back, because their goal is to keep you hooked, not to let you walk away. So they're not going to wait a week to get back to you, but just enough to keep like dangling a bait. Then when you do speak to this person, or they do text you, then they tell you, they make excuses. I've been busy. I'm sorry. I couldn't get to you. Yes. Emotional check-ins. That's what they do. They check in. Good morning. How are you, baby? How you been? And that's it. They ghost you. Then when you ask them any question about accountability, or just simply being polite, I haven't heard from you. How have you been? Is everything okay? You don't hear a response. Then 24 hours later or days later, they say, I'm so sorry, baby. I've been busy. But they neglect to tell you exactly what they've been doing or who they're doing it with. So again, they dangle the bait. And this just amps you up. They do these emotional check-ins with no plans or follow-through. They disappear and reappear like nothing happened, at their own leisure. But keeping in mind that it's just enough effort to keep you emotionally invested. That's what they do. And let's be clear. If they really wanted to, they'd pick up the phone and call you. Or they'd reply your text. What's up with all these games of, I'll get to her later. Or I'll give it some time. Or these rules of, I'm going to wait 24 hours before I text her back. That doesn't exist anymore. When you really want to talk to a person, you do it. There's follow through. Because if you really want it, you'd make it happen. If they cared enough, you wouldn't be guessing about their feelings or about where they are or who they're with, because they would give you that emotional support without you having to ask or pry or investigate or ask 20 questions, which then they get infuriated. So keeping this in mind, remember, they're completely doing this to keep the control and keep you hooked. And when it matters, if it did matter, it wouldn't feel confusing for you. Because this causes hurt beyond belief. You start to question yourself. You start to lower your standards and say, well, what's going on? What did I do? Did I say something? Then you start to replay the conversation that you had with him or her. Start finding excuses, second guessing yourself, thinking, did I do something to offend him or her? Did I miss something? No, you didn't miss anything. They're doing it on purpose. Again, fully intentional. Because it keeps you waiting instead of living. I'm going to repeat that, and I want it to sink in. It keeps you waiting instead of living. You don't keep going. And even if you do, which, let's face it, all of us continue our daily lives, our routines, our jobs, but it keeps the door open for this person. Because deep down inside, you have hope. Oh, you look at your phone. Oh, was that a text? Did he or she text me? Oh, let me see, let me check. And you're on edge because you're hooked. And this is what they want. They want you to be hooked. They want to keep you there. They want to keep the door open so they could come and go as they please without commitment. Completely avoidant. And I'm sure this gets under my skin, so I'm sure it gets under yours. Because a person with no accountability, I don't have time for these reindeer games. Okay? If you want to talk to me, you talk to me. If you don't, then don't. But I have no time for these foolish games. This is child play. And I'm sure that most of you, if not all of you, are tired of these games too. Because we want somebody that feeds our emotions, feeds our soul, that talks to us, that's there for us. Not someone who ghosts us, and when we really need them, they're gone. They're gone. They're only there for a meet and greet, and that's it. So don't be so hurt. Try to live through it. I know it's easier said than done, but you can't get through it. Don't let this person control who you are, control the narrative, or control your life. Let go. Let go. And let them. Just like Mel Robbins said in her book, let them. Let them ghost you. Let them keep going. Let them reach out when they want. But you keep living your life. Because if they haven't respected you enough to be present in your life, then they don't deserve for you to be waiting for their text or their call to come in. You have better things to do. Make yourself a priority, not them. Don't make them a priority. You put yourself first, and you'll see how everything starts turning around. Keep in mind that people breadcrumb because you're allowing it. They like knowing you're still there. They like knowing that the door is still open to come and go as they please. They want access without accountability. And today it stops. Take back your control. Because they want comfort without commitment. They are emotionally unavailable, but emotionally selfish. I'm going to repeat that. They are emotionally unavailable, because remember, they come and go as they please, but emotionally selfish. Because look what they're doing to you. And that's the hard truth, people. That's the hard truth. Breadcrumbs are intentional. They send us mixed signals, and they keep us confused and in the dark. Well, guess what? Silence is also an answer. You don't have to respond. An inconsistency is definitely closure. So make it a point today to tell yourself that you're done accepting crumbs. You're better than that. And let's face it, you deserve better. Don't start 2026 with the same continuation and the same inconsistency that you had in 2025. Leave that in the past where it belongs. Start fresh, start new, and take charge of where you want to go, exactly what you want and what you don't want. And breadcrumbs, they're a thing of the past. Don't bring it to 2026. Because when you don't accept crumbs, you are hiring your standards, baby. You are hiring your standards. And you know what? You'll shine through. And those people that don't want to be in your life and want to send you a text here and there, they'll get the message. And then you'll invite the right person to come in. The person that will show up and will show you consistency and emotional safety. Where you won't have to explain yourself. You stop explaining your worth because it'll shine through. And you'll stop chasing clarity from confusion. You choose self-respect over emotional snacks. Now here's a final reality check. Love doesn't come in crumbs. Interest in someone doesn't come with excuses. Real connection doesn't leave you anxious. That's some food for thought for you. So please drop in the comments, click like, share, and let me know what you thought about tonight's venting session and what topic would you like to talk about next. Signing off for tonight, this is the Venting Room Vixen. Until next time, stay real.